province mates. Good morning. Thank you for all being here to share with us this very special moment. This is the third time over the last 2.5 years that I am rendering a report on the state of the province of Pangasinan. This will also serve as my first term report as governor of this great province. Today, I realize more than ever that we need to continue the work we have started to pursue our collective vision of Pangasinan as the best place to invest, work, live, and raise a family. Soon after taking over the helm of this province, I convened on separate occasions the Pangasinan Development Council and the regional directors of Region 1. Those present during the meeting of the Pangasinan Development Council in 2007 will remember how most of the mayors and sectoral leaders were surprised and alarmed upon realizing that, contrary to the common belief, Pangasinan was actually lagging behind other lesser endowed provinces in so many aspects. During a separate briefing for our regional directors of Region 1, NEDA Regional Director Leonardo Quitos commented with dismay and great sense of loss that the province of Pangasinan is a long-running sad story of missed opportunities. Instead of moving steadily forward because of its rich reservoir of human and natural resources, it has consistently deteriorated over the years, he said. Indeed, Pangasinan has more inherent resources and potentials than most other provinces. The facts and figures we gathered in June 2002 when I assumed office can attest to this statement. We were the most populous province in the whole country, with a total population then of 2.6 million. We were number one among only 4 elite provinces at that time, whose individual ERA shares reached 1 billion and above. Our ERA share in 2007 June was 1.194 billion. We were the food basket of Region 1. We produced 62% of the region's rice, 60% of the region's corn, 83% of eggplants, 78% of sweet potatoes, 89% of mangoes, 54% of onions, and 79% of fish, to name a few major products that we have. We produce the best tasting bangus and the sweetest mangoes in the country. We have 2 power plants, the San Roque Hydro and the Sual coal-fired power plants, with a combined generating capacity of 1,545 megawatts, supplying the power needs of a large part of Luzon. We have numerous natural wonders and pilgrimage sites, including the famous Handle Islands and the shrine of our miraculous Lady of Manawag, that can compete with the best tourist destinations in the whole country. We produced at least 24,000 college and vocational graduates a year, which was the biggest number north of Manila. We have the large commercial deposits of metallic and non-metallic minerals such as chromite and copper ore, limestone, shale, silica, clay, asbestos, and the best industrial grade sand and gravel lying still untapped within our vast mountains and major rivers. We have a very long coastline of 285.66 kilometers, which accounts for 40% of the total coastline of Region 1, and large inland and marine fishing grounds. We have 43% of the total regional road length of 16,780.2 kilometers, and the second highest road density of 1.35, next only to Ilocos Norte's 1.41. We have superior telecommunication infrastructure that connects us in cyberspace with the rest of the world. But the other set of facts and figures from NEDA of Region 1 for current year 2006 were even more revealing. In 2006, our dependency rate of 13% was the highest in Region 1. Ilocos Sur registered the lowest at 7.1%. We posted the lowest annual per capita food threshold of 10,449, no matter that we are the regional food basket and we produce at least 70% of regional fish and crops. Ilocos Norte had the highest per capita food threshold of 11,106 pesos. We posted the highest incidence of poverty of 35%, higher than the regional poverty incidence of 32%. Ilocos Norte had the lowest poverty incidence of 21.2%. We had the lowest annual per capita poverty threshold of 15,956 compared to 6,922 in Ilocos Sur, which had the highest poverty threshold in the region. We recorded the highest unemployment rate of 13% in the region. We were only number 3 in terms of tourist arrivals, with 53,000 tourists recorded, next to Ilocos Norte with 177,095 tourists, Ilocos Sur with 56,412. There were no big industrial locators in Pangasinan, in spite of our sprawling land area, large variety and volumes of raw material inputs, and comparatively cheaper power supply from our 2 power plants, and a rich supply of college-educated and highly skilled workforce. While we accounted for more than 15% of commercial demand for fertilizers, fuel, and oil, and other products, we had no commercial seaport and no commercial airport. Our supplies were shipped to Puro Point in La Union or in Subic before being transported by land to Pangasinan. We did not have commercial processing and large-scale export of our mineral products and other goods and natural resources. Pangasinan accounted for 54% or 37,147 of the total number of OFWs in Region 1 who had to travel to other provinces and foreign shores to find jobs because there were no sufficient job opportunities in Pangasinan. In the past, we were living under the illusion that Pangasinan was doing great. It was doing better than most other provinces. Next December, when you come to Lingayen, you can play golf already there at northwestern Lingayen. While the typhoons and calamities have failed to dampen our resolve to move forward, my friends, we will not allow the coming electoral exercise to distract us from the noble task of steering our province towards greater stability and long-range progress. During the last 2.5 years, you have seen that it is possible for our province to regain its lost glory. I know how proud you must be for the good things that you see now happening in our beloved province. But we have just started, and there is more work left for us to do. That is why we cannot stop now. We must continue to dream big and grab those greater opportunities still stored for our people and for our province. Because Pangasinan deserves nothing less than being number 1. By all means, therefore, let's go for it. And thank you so much to one and all. Magandang umaga po.